And we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Friday Night Magic event here at GameSwap in Mason, Ohio, brought to you by Top Tech Productions. Tonight we are streaming some Modern, and this is going to be round one for you. Apparently our
these folks
our headings have disappeared, but
no, it's just they're actually not playing decks. They're they came here to chat with each other, have a nice civil conversation about. No, I don't know where the decks are.
So the player on the right is Robert Meadows. We think he's playing a black-red Blood Moon Pack Red deck, and I am not sure who the player on the left is. Seems to be a newcomer to the store.
As they call it, Moon Rat.
Moon Rat?
Yep.
Oh. Rat Moon? It might be Rat Moon.
Rat Moon. I don't like Rat Moon.
Pack Moon? Moon Pack. That's
a
good one.
Blood Rat?
Blood Rat.
Blood Pack. Blood Pact.
Blood Pack.
Oh, have you seen that Blood Pact deck that Saffron Olive did? No, is that what it was? Blood Pact? It's the one where that card makes non-creature spells cost 2 more.
Not sure.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway. And his opponent is on...
Brandon Fulmer. Well, we got the name at least.
Someone said he was on Burn, right?
I'm not sure.
So Burn will be a nice test for Robert here to see if his deck stands a chance against, kind of the meta, so to speak.
Oh, he's on Burn. Okay.
Yeah, so if you come up with sort of a mid-range brew like Robert's, you got to make sure
this is not a brew, Robert's deck.
Well, it's not.
It's been multiple. It's been gaining traction online.
Well, it's been gaining traction. It's been a deck for years, and years and years. But it's always kind of a brew. It's really black-red good stuff is what he's playing.
Sure.
And because it's black-red good stuff, and because there's no green, for example, the list doesn't have 56 predetermined slots like a Jund deck does with 4 flex slots. It's got more like 22 determined slots and then a bunch of flex slots. So I agree, it's not a brew in some sense, but yeah, it's a brew, just like any black-red mid-range deck.
Here's the Thoughtseize on turn 1. I like Brandon's choice of sleeves. Got the Sriracha sleeves. We appear to be new to Modern on our Burn player side. Not
okay. Well, Burn's a good deck to play if you're doing that. Sure. So. But anyway, like I was saying,
got the
Robert,
main deck Deflecting Palms.
That seems fine. It's good against most decks. The main deck, Magma Spray. I think I said on camera the other day that I would play 1 Magma Spray main board.
It's a Magma Jet, right?
Or sorry, that's what I mean.
We also got a Lightning Strike in there.
Yeah.
2-mana Bolt.
I said the other day that I would play a Magma Spray main board, just 1 of in Burn, and I was actually kidding. I want to clarify. Maybe this guy heard me and thought I was being serious.
Perhaps.
But I mean, the Scry 2 is not bad. Like sometimes it will be better than any other card in the situation.
Prompted Robert to take it out of his hand.
I think that's fine, right? I mean, if he has 2 bolts, right?
Yeah. He did have 2 mountains. Well, it looks like you're a Shrine of Burning Rage for the turn there.
Yeah, if Robert's turn 1 was Blood Crypt into Thoughtseize.
Yeah, that's he's already doing.
Yeah, well,
most of the work for him.
I think Robert's game plan and the reason that he took Magma Spray is that or Magma Jet is that your kind of only hope here to win is hope your opponent just draws shit.
Sure.
And Magma Jet's gonna keep them from doing that. So.
I mean, so he had 2 bolts and a strike in it, so that's 9 points.
And then he's got a Shrine of Burning Rage,
which he has now drawn. Yeah.
Right. So that'll put you into. So what do you say? Do you think you want to cast 3 spells and then? Shrine. Is that how that works? It gets
a counter every. I think it gets a counter every upkeep and every time you cast a red spell. So, Brandon opted to bolt a Pack Rat there, which was probably the right play. I mean, Pack Rat can get out of hand pretty quick. He maybe had 1 more turn before he needed to bolt it, but he wanted to play his 2-drop here. So I like bolting that instead of Robert.
Ooh, look at these swamps from Robert.
Yeah, I'm not
I
sure
actually really like these.
You like them?
And there's some
the
of my
white-bordered swamps?
There's some of my favorite arts, and the white borders on these particular swamps sort of gives them like a sort of a classic feel, of sort of a retro vintage feel. I like it. I like what Robert's doing here.
So hopefully Robert does not just slam Blood Moon here.
Okay, well,
much better Goblin Rival Master.
Yeah, Rival Master is pretty good. One of the reasons to play this deck, it's cast it through a Blood Moon, puts on a clock. I like the card.
Yeah. So did you see the somebody from Star City talked about how they went to an event with Jund playing Rabble Masters in the flex spot instead of the classic 4-drops?
Yeah, so actually that's been a huge thing for the past month or so. People have been going crazy over it. Local Jund player Michael Farrell's playing a few of them.
All right.
He's tried it out. He says he really likes it. He says it helps him shore up mainly his combo matchups.
Yeah.
Helps him get there
faster. Right, yeah.
And I sort of thought that your combo matchup was, pretty good anyway with Jund, but I can see that sometimes you got to present a clock, and Rabble Master's a great way to do that. I mean, you put it out and you swing for 1, and then next turn it balloons.
Right. So we saw that Brandon decided to kill the Rabble Master there. So that was definitely the correct play. Again, he did use a lightning bolt there, but we got another Rabble Master. Oof.
Ooh.
Well, Brandon does have answers to it, but he's using a lot of resources to get rid of these.
Yeah, so next turn, Robert could swing for 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
So I think he gets another.
Taking out with the.
I think Brandon should get another counter there because he got it. Okay, for his upkeep
Sure,
effect. So now he has drawn into 3 lightning strikes.
Well, hey, if Robert's, if Brandon's going to play the way he's playing, which is taking out these threats, he's got time to
with this shrine. I mean,
yeah, he's got time to build up. damage
actually,
with the shrine.
he has enough damage to kill Robert here on the board. Right, 3 lightning strikes is 9, and then that'll put enough counters on the shrine that he can kill.
What do you have to do to activate shrine?
I'm not sure. I think it's like pay 2 and sacrifice it or something, or pay some amount. And
it could be really awkward. I hope Brandon can play around this, but he might not know. You got to play around Colligan's command. Like that would be horrible if you were caught tapped out.
Yeah, definitely.
In response to a Colligan's command. Also, thank you, Reaper.
I think it's more like Reaper.
Maybe it's like a pirate joke, like Reaper. Maybe it's an Exelon thing. No.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, the 3rd Rabble Master.
So pre-combat, yeah, we gotta. Yeah, there you go, Robert. Robert's helping his opponent out there, which is fair enough since opponent did seem somewhat new to Modern. Not recognizing Thoughtseize. I feel like Thoughtseize is probably one of the most classic Modern cards. We do the 3rd mountain, unfortunately, not a white source. So we cannot cast Deflecting Palm, but we can cast some lightning strikes.
You get three. All right, he's got 2 lightning strikes in hand now.
Yeah, and Deflecting Palm still.
Yeah, so
it looks like Robert's last card might have been a Dismember there. Not very good.
No, I think Brandon's in kind of an okay spot here. I mean, I wonder if Brandon doesn't even have creature. What if he's like not on Goblin Guy? What if he's just playing?
I mean, he might be playing a budgetish version. Yeah.
Well, the thing about bolts and strikes is they're much harder to interact with. A lot of decks. Game 1, Goblin Guide's oppressive, but games 2 and 3, that's the card you want to see because at least you can, fucking abrupticate.
He did draw I think that's an actual Magma Spray he's drawn.
An actual Magma Spray?
Maybe.
Not just a misnomer from Magma Jet?
No, although it might be like a Searing Spear or something?
No, that's a Searing Blaze.
Okay, Blaze,
isn't it?
I don't know. I've never seen non-full art Searing Blazes.
You are correct that an OG Zendikar, a World Wake Searing Blaze looks a lot like
the old Magma Spray,
looks
the Theros Magma Spray, whatever. Yeah. All right, we got another lightning strike at Robert. He falls to 7.
Thank you, Alucard CF1346 for the follow.
Appreciate it.
Got this.
And yeah, the shrine is going to kill him next turn.
Yeah.
All
right. Well, hey, budget burn is doing some
potentially
work.
Budget burn. I mean, with all the basic mountains, that also kind of slants me towards it being a more budget option.
Well, the thing about Lightning Strike, I mean, it's not even really a budget call, but Lightning Strike is strictly worse than Incinerate. I don't know why you wouldn't have Incinerate.
I don't know what Incinerate is.
It's just the same
3
card.
damage, but it exiles a creature?
No, it's 3 damage, but can't be regenerated.
Okay.
Same card.
So it just has an added effect.
But maybe what he's really on, what if he's got 4 bolts, 4 strikes, 4 incinerates? He's got all the 3 damage instants rather than playing some of the bad cards like Lava Spike.
Like Lava Spike, sure.
Because obviously Lava Spike is great. It has a high power level, but a very low versatility level.
I'm not sure what Brandon even wants to
decide.
Board.
Yeah,
what does he need? This already seems like a pretty good matchup. Einska, thank you for the follow.
So Deflecting Palm's not great here if you only know about the Rabble Master. Because Rabble Master itself probably isn't going to swing in this match for more than like 3 or 4, if ever. And at that point, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the Deflecting Palm here. But could still be fine. Also seems like he's got some trouble making white mana. I'm wondering if he doesn't really have many fetch lands.
Well, that's what I was saying for you about the budget option. But I mean, honestly, like in a burn deck, I feel like 4 of the new red-white fast landies could probably support a light white splash.
So here's something interesting for Robert. I'm almost certain that he's probably got 2 or 3 Collector Brutality in the sideboard.
Definitely. Definitely wants those.
They're going to be slightly less versatile here.
Because they can't kill Goblin Guide.
Yeah, we don't, as far as we know.
Right. I mean, we didn't see a Goblin Guide.
And I think Robert may be guessing that he doesn't have many creatures either.
Sure.
So, obviously Brutality is still good if you drain them and take a card out of their hand.
Yeah.
But it's.
I mean, other than that, I don't really know.
If they're hellbent at the end of the game and he does put a Goblin Guide out,
I guess Robert might also have like more.
So duress is good if he's got.
Yeah, I doubt he has something like that. But
he might. If he's got 2 brutalities and a duress, I'd bring that in.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't even know why I'm speculating. I forgot that our stream runner, Jake Valentine, actually sent me the
pictures of the boards, right?
The sideboards. Let me get these up for you, folks.
Yeah, because I mean, otherwise it's super unlikely Robert has any other ways to gain life. And
yeah, Vampiric Link is one you sometimes see, but that wouldn't be good here.
His deck is pretty slow in comparison to Burn. I mean, it's a little bit lower than it's mid-rangey, I guess, but it can be somewhat aggressive.
So we've got a Kalitas.
Okay, yeah, that's actually super good. Has 4 toughness too, dodges a lot of removal.
Yeah, Kalitas is solid.
I guess he could. I doubt he brings an artifact destruction for shrines, right? I mean, he could.
I mean, you could. Robert does have 1 Kolaghan to the side. I assume he has some in the main too.
Sure.
Yeah, I really think it's just. So he's got 2 brutalities, like we said. 2 brutalities. Kalitas seems okay.
I mean, it'll help, right? He needs everything he can get. The what his deck is trying to do doesn't really interact well with the Burn game plan.
No,
especially when you're playing Blood Moon against Mono Mountains. That's it's not exactly the best.
Packrat and Rabble Master seem terrible here because what those cards hate is a deck that's literally full
of ways to remove them.
3 mana bolt spells.
Right.
That is Packrat's and Rabble Master's worst nightmare.
For sure.
So this is interesting. Robert's maybe a little bit unhappy about having to play this round 1.
Sure. We'll also likely see Robert being a little more careful with his life total here. Unlikely to see the untapped Blood Crypt Thoughtseize.
The Blood Crypt Thoughtseize.
Here we got the tapped Blood Crypt. Seems better.
Yeah, my guess is Robert brought in the Kolaghans, the 2 brutalities, and the Kalitas.
Sure.
I mean, think if you go Kolaghans and you blow up Shrine and discard a card.
Yeah, this is definitely a budget deck. Now we got the Windscarred Crag here. Comes in tapped, gains you 1 life.
Hey, well, gaining 1 life. If Robert were on Burn, that could be okay.
Sure. See what we have from turn 2 here. It's gonna be a Brutality. It is a German card, unfortunately.
Yep, scumbag Robert playing his German cards.
So for the maybe viewers who don't know what Collective Brutality is, it's got 3 modes. It's 2 mana sorcery. To use the other modes, you have to discard a card from your hand for each additional mode you choose. And the options are that you look at your opponent's hand, take an instant or sorcery, you make them lose 2 life and you gain 2 life, or you give a creature -2/-2. So Robert's going to choose 2 modes to pseudo-duress his opponent and then also drain for 2.
It looks like we've got Lava Spike, Searing Blaze, Lightning Bolt, and Searing Spear and a Rift Bolt. Yeah, Searing Spear, I remember that one. Played that a little bit in Standard a while ago.
That was so when I started playing this game online on the Magic Duels game on Xbox, and Searing Spear, in the first version I played, Searing Spear was like the only burn spell in the entire game. It was like whatever, from M12 or something. And I don't know, it was just funny like how bad a burn spell was in my eyes when like actually it could have been 1 mana for that much damage. And then I think in the next edition they came out with Bolt of Keranos, which was the same thing except you scryed 1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well no, Bolt of Keranos costs like 3 mana. Oh, I'm thinking of Rage of Perforos. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Do you know the card Brimstone Volley?
Not super familiar with. I've heard of it. Wait, is it a black-red card?
No,
okay,
just red. It's Morbid. It's got the Morbid mechanic.
Okay.
It's 3 mana, deal 3 damage. Morbid, 5 damage. It's pretty sweet, actually.
Ooh,
so Robert took the Lightning Bolt. I think I like that play.
It looks like Brandon, I think, drew a Swift Spear there.
But if that was actually
that is a Swift Spear.
If that was a Searing Blaze, don't we think Robert should have taken the Searing Blaze?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, maybe Robert's planning on not playing any creatures, but he can't win the game if he doesn't do that. So
interesting. All right, so Brandon opted to go with Swift Spear, Suspend, Rift Bolt. I guess that's better than I mean, you got Lava Spike there.
I think Suspend Rift Bolt's fine.
Yeah. Oh.
Especially.
Yikes! Robert does have the Kalitas in hand, And he's got this Liliana of the Veil here. Although the rest of his hand is not good. So if somehow Brandon can beat Kalitas and Lily of the Veil.
Yeah, so if Robert, I don't think. So yeah, Robert goes sack. I think if you're Brandon now, you have to send this Rift Bolt at the Lily.
Yeah. Assuming he is aware that he's able to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, he does.
Yeah,
Definitely.
okay.
That's good. So I think they announced that, so you know how we talked about them updating the Planeswalker rule?
Yeah.
They actually are. They now have announced they are doing that. So you do have to directly target Planeswalkers, and then they're going to errata a lot of older cards to like that target players, saying you can also target Planeswalkers or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. So what about Leyline protecting?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It depends on how they choose to errata that.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see an errata on Leyline that said this card, you and Planeswalkers you control.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I wonder how they handle that.
Yeah.
So another 1 life for Brandon.
I also saw that he drew the basic planes there.
The basic planes. That's.
I wonder what other. I mean, I really hope the only white card in his deck is not Deflecting Palm, but it might be. It could be. It probably has Helix as well. I guess.
Yeah, it could. I hope he's got Helix.
Maybe he's got some.
So here we'll see the Kalitas from Robert.
Some Savannah Lions. Those are pretty aggressive. So it looks like he's going to deploy Kalitas here. Kalitas? Yes, Kalitas.
Kalitas. Yeah,
so Russian Kalitas.
So I think these basics from Robert are 9th edition. One of my favorite forests is actually a 9th edition forest. It's the one that's got the orangey center to it that's looking through a grove. Sort of looks like it's out of Princess Mononoke, like looking at the Great Forest Spirit. But it's very cool, and that's sort of, I like the swamp here that Robert has is very similar.
Sure. So it looks like Brandon found out what Kalitas did. Probably not too happy about that one.
No.
He can.
He's draw. Is that a Magma Jet he drew?
Magma Jet, yeah. Can Searing Spear target creatures?
Yeah, it can.
Okay, but he also has a Searing Blaze, so he can kill Kalitas here.
Yeah,
which
he can.
Absolutely has
he
to
played
do.
a land, and then he can Searing Blaze and then Spear the Kalitas. That's actually not even that bad for him, right? If he plays he'll play 2 spells to remove Kalitas and then deal 3 damage to Robert.
Right, and he gets to scry 2.
So that really isn't even a 2-for-1.
And we get the bottom 2 mountains.
To the extent that, that isn't even a 2-for-1 to the extent that he gets he gets damage with the Searing Blaze.
And I mean, Kalitas is basically unbeatable.
Yeah.
if it sticks around for like
unless Robert can like stick
turns.
another Lily.
It looks like all he's drawn is a Fatal Push and one other card.
By the way, Mario, you may not remember this, but I would say probably 2 months ago, you and I were talking about Black Moon on stream, and one of the comments I made back then, and I doubt Robert's doing it.
Ooh. Yeah, this is a really good play on Robert's end. We gotta
get back the Kalitas.
Yeah, get back the Kalitas and make Brandon discard a card because Brandon, I mean, he played his extra mountain, which he probably doesn't need 5 mana for anything, but it often seems like there's no reason not to, but there actually was here.
You want to play around that discard if you're Brandon here. Keep the mountain in hand, unless you've got a dragon or a Banefire.
Well, sure, yeah.
But what I was gonna say is, back when I mentioned Black Moon, I mentioned it in anticipation of the printing of Yahini's Expertise, because I thought that card was going to make Black Moon a little bit better, because you could play some of your clunky 3. Because the deck the deck has always been overloaded on 3 drops. You've got Blood Moon, Liliana, Kolaghan's Command,
Goblin
Rattlemaster, but also Pack Rat. And it's nice when you can play a Yahini's Expertise on turn 4, wipe a lot of board states
and
like
get something
elves
out,
so. I think that might even be better now because Devoted Druid is taking over the Creature Company slot, that deck is much weaker to Yahini's Expertise than some other previous versions of Creature Toolbox have been.
Yeah, so Robert getting back Kalitas there is huge.
Yeah, really, really big play. Brandon's going to have to.
You're right. Brandon has to top deck another removal spell here.
Yeah, I mean
another burn spell, I guess, which is not unlikely given his deck is.
Yeah, no, I mean he'll probably be able to kill it. But the question is, where does that leave them in the top deck war? And I'd much rather be Robert in the top deck war here.
It does look like he'll have to take a hit from me. Well, he definitely could have. I'm not sure what his. I think his last card is that Searing Spear. So I guess
he could have He might not know that he can hard cast.
He wouldn't. Is this a Searing Spear cost 3?
No, Searing Spear is 2, isn't it? It's just a Lightning Strike, I think.
No, it's definitely Sorcery. I think it's Sorcery Speed 3 damage or something.
No.
Oh, here's a Rattlemaster too.
I'm pretty sure Searing Spear is just a functional Lightning Strike.
Okay.
Let me check.
It might be Sorcery Speed then.
Yeah, but I guess I think he could have.
Right, he could have used both.
If he would have just hard cast Rift Bolt instead of suspending it.
Although at this point, I'm not sure if. Oh, so it is literally just functionally Lightning Strike. That's interesting.
Yeah, Searing Spear is just a Lightning Strike. So
yeah,
maybe a little bit of a misplay by Brandon there, but.
Yeah, that definitely puts the game away because now, all right, he gets a zombie from Kalitas and then.
Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to get the zombie, and well, you know, I don't think Brandon considered what would happen if you play out the creature there.
Sure. I mean, additionally, Brandon decided to kill the Rabble Master. Well, even Robert just drawing the Rabble Master probably put this game away because then he had two threats he had to answer.
Yeah, he would have been Hellbent, and it would have been Rabble Master versus Swift Spear.
Right, and Kalitas himself takes 2 removal spells, and now it still takes 2 removal spells, I guess, but.
Yeah, this is brutal.
Looks like Robert's going to take. Kalitas is going to take the game for Robert here. So I saw I was watching a video about Magic the other day on YouTube, and some guy was talking about Kalitas, and I think willfully every single time he said Kalitas, he said it in a different way, and it was and they were all wrong.
You can do that's the beauty of a name like Kalitas. You can say it differently every time. There's something new every time you read it. Yeah, that's funny.
So it looks like Brandon he drew another basic plains there for turn. Definitely not. 6 lands is not where you want to be as the burn deck, that's for sure. Oh, man. Using Searing Spear on the 1/1 Goblin there, that cannot be a very good line. Man, that is unfortunate. Brandon really should have saved that Searing Spear. He just used it to kill a 1/1 Goblin, and now he drew Deflecting Palm, which could have been used to kill Kalitas.
Yeah.
All right, I mean.
Well, no, you can't use Deflecting Palm to kill Kalitas.
Doesn't it? Oh, it damages Robert,
no,
not the creature. Okay,
yeah,
that makes
it
sense.
just sends it to the source's control. That's why it doesn't target. That's why it. Yeah. But no, it still would have been a better use there.
So Robert falls to 25.
Yeah, the top deck Shrine of Burning Rage is not where you want to be.
Definitely not. That is one of the disadvantages of having Shrine in your deck.
Yeah. So, folks, we do get to see a cool Game 3 here. Brandon's going to be back on the play. Unfortunately, I can't tell how good the play is here if the only creature he's got is Swift Spear.
Right.
Obviously, turn 1 Swift Spear is still fine, but it'll probably just get pushed.
So did we see Brandon's sideboard or no?
So Jake was gonna get his sideboard, but we figured he was on burn, and so it wouldn't be too interesting or it'd be very predictable.
Because what I want to know is if he's got some roasts.
Yeah, we did not. Yeah, we did not know that Brandon's sideboard would not be predictable. There could be anything in here. There could even a boat.
I'm wondering. Like he needs an answer to Kalitas.
Yeah, I'm not sure you want to be bringing in. Well, so an elegant answer for Kalitas would be what's the 3-mana Spell Mastery card?
Exquisite Firecraft.
Exquisite Firecraft. That would be a good one. I'd actually love if you brought that in. I'm not sure what else, though. It would be
exquisite.
Yeah. They need to make a card like Exquisite Firecraft with a similar effect to Spell Mastery, but instead of when it's being actively procced, instead of making it uncounterable or unable to be prevented, it should function like a Loxodon Smiter. Like if this card, if a spell or ability an opponent controls makes you discard this burn spell, instead fling it at your opponent's face.
That would be pretty interesting.
I'd be cool if they did that. I mean, it's basically like Madness, but not self-proc.
Sure.
It's just sort of, I guess the point of Smiter is that it's green-white and green-white
so
is
Fiery
on
Temper.
Black. It's a little like Fiery Temper,
right?
Yeah,
but for free.
Yeah. Well, now Fiery Temper's Madness is 1, right?
It costs 1 red.
Yeah. I think that's sort of just a color pie issue. The Loxodon Smiter ability is like a
green or white or something.
Yeah, but it's not really. It doesn't really exist on many. I can only think of 3 cards it's on: Smiter, Liege, and Baloth.
Right. Yeah, there's probably more, but don't know.
It's a neat mechanic and I think that type of mechanic has some more design space. I wonder if we'll see that be developed in the newer set.
Yeah, because it is weirdly spread out across sets as well. Like. Baloth is only from like M11 or whatever. Smiter's from.
Isn't Baloth? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Baloth is just a core set card.
Yeah, Smiter's from what Ravnica or Return.
Yeah, RTR. Yep.
Yeah,
and then Liege is from Shadowmoor.
Yeah, so just pretty random distribution of cards that have that effect.
Yeah, what's notable is that it's on 2 green-white cards, but the fact that it's on Baloth, like. It doesn't seem like, when I think about it, it doesn't even seem like a mono-green effect, but then again, what do I have to judge that?
Right,
it is a mono-green effect because Baloth makes up 33% of the card pool.
Yeah, sure.
So what do we think Brandon could have? Like I said, we didn't get a chance to peek at his sideboard, but
yeah, I mean, like what?
Exquisite Firecraft would be dope. I'm trying to think what he might
Roasts.
actually have. So I don't think you really. Yeah, I don't think you want
Chandra
something.
Torch of Defiance.
Okay, yes, that would be good.
Yeah.
I don't think you actually want a card that can't go to face. You know, Roast not
Yeah.
being able to go to face is not good here. But Chandra would be sweet. I think
Right.
that'd be a great one. And unlike your average Jund deck or Abzan deck with Maelstrom Pulse, Robert probably doesn't have Dreadbore, and so
Right.
Chandra's actually kind of tough to deal with.
Yeah, he's got a. I mean, if he can get a Rabble Master down, I could probably clean it up.
Yeah,
real
Rabble
quick,
Master
but-
cleans up Chandra pretty well. But like a turn, if you play a turn 4 Chandra, your opponent's turn 4 Kalidas looks really bad.
Right. Guerrilla Tactics.
I don't even. Oh, that sounds familiar. What is Guerrilla Tactics?
I don't know.
Tell us in chat. What is it?
I'll look it up.
Now is it Gorilla with a UE or with an O?
It might not even be a card. Maybe he's just,
saying
that.
Because if it were Gorilla Tactics, it maybe be like a Pongify.
I don't even think there's a card called Guerrilla Tactics.
Oh.
He was just throwing it out there.
He's just throwing out the words Guerrilla Tactics.
It's Loxodon Smiter at face. All right.
What? Is that what you call? Is that what you say whenever you I'm confused. That's okay. I really like these Sriracha sleeves, especially for a
Oh, it is an actual card.
Oh, it is?
Why did it not? It did not come up when I searched for it.
Maybe you spelled it.
He said it is Loxodon Smiter, but you can target your opponent's face.
Oh, really? What does it do?
Is it actually Gorilla?
I just made the mistake of doing that thing where you type in the name of a Magic card to Google, and you expect it should come up, but instead you get real things. You can't type in Guerrilla Tactics by itself in Google and expect to get the Magic card. So turn 1 Mountain, suspend Rift Bolt for Brandon seems like a good play. I think Robert would
okay, here it is.
Inquisition.
That was really weird. It just wasn't showing up for me at first when I searched for it. Oh, okay, it was misspelled. I guess that makes sense. So right, we got the Shrine out here early, but again, we did see Robert had Colligons come in, so he might be able to answer it.
So, so he's probably gonna have a burn spell for this pack rat.
He hopes he does. Yeah, he's got a bolt. We do have Chandra Torch of Defiance in hand. How about that?
Oh baby, I like it. I like it. So
Although
the deck's clearly not that budget.
We also have. Okay, we have enough mana. I was like, we have basic planes, but okay.
Wow, folks, I feel really dumb looking at this card Guerrilla Tactics because clearly Wizards is way ahead of me on design space. So to speak.
And that was an old card. That was 10th edition was a reprint.
10th edition, yeah. I'm behind the times. Wizards is
we got
a
Bolt the Pack Rat.
Yeah, Bolt the Pack Rat seems good. Put a counter on Shrine.
So the problem that Brandon might face here is that if Robert just goes Rabble Master here, Chandra does not look very good. Okay, well Liliana is. You know what? Chandra is much better.
Okay, discard of Plains. I like it.
Yeah.
Especially since we already have a basic Plains out.
Yeah, we do Lava Spike, all right. But we do get to resolve Chandra here, so this could be a.
Yeah, and so but you can't send Chandra's damage. You can send 2 of her damage to Lily, right? But not the 4. So.
Yeah, no, the -4 can't target.
That seems good still, right?
Oh yeah.
And Chandra procs Shrine of Burning Rage,
so
right?
So this is a. Yeah, when he casts it, sure.
Does Shrine say any red spell?
I think so.
Or any non-creature spell?
No, I think it's any red spell.
Okay. Yeah, this I like this play. Hopefully he sends the damage to Lily. Well, actually,
I think this was actually a wrong play.
To play the Chandra out?
No, to plus here to exile a card. So his last card in hand is Lava Spike, which he could have added 2 mana and then cast Lava Spike, right?
Oh,
because
sure.
He's just gonna have to discard Lava Spike to Liliana.
Right.
Wait, what did we do? Oh, he's just going face. All right.
So I was gonna suggest that you could go face if you
with the
wanted
Shrine
to
going,
because yeah. But it's also a little dangerous here. You know, if he makes you sack all your permanents, you're gonna lose all your lands and. Okay.
So Chandra takes 1.
Yeah, interesting.
See, the problem here now is that we can't kill Rabble Master safely because the
and
Rabble
Master is gonna outscale you on damage.
He did just draw
much more
Lava
quick.
Spike.
Well, but I wonder. God, there are actually a lot of lines here. I mean, his choices with this Chandra are immense. Going to face, going to Lily, killing the Rabble Master, and
he decided to just go to face.
They all seem tempting. But so that puts Robert
falls to 8.
That puts Robert to 8, and then Shrine's at 5.
6 from the
6.
cast. And Robert has to spend his turn attacking.
Yeah, he's got to go.
Ooh, although Robert did destroy Kolagon's command.
Oh, but he's got mana.
Right, right. But he could prevent himself from like just dying to it too quickly, and then Brandon will have to draw something else. I mean,
well, but that'll put Robert at 2.
Yeah.
I mean, jeez. I think Brandon ultimately made the right choice to go to face with those.
Yeah, I got kind of
tunnel vision,
right? Because I don't play decks like this.
Well, so true, but it also is true that Rabble Master scales really quickly, like super quickly, so quickly that in a number of turns, I mean, Brandon does have to top deck really well now because Rabble Master will kill him so quickly.
Right, definitely. And so here he can go Rabble Master and 1 token at Chandra, and then the other token at him. Yeah. So down goes Chandra. So what Robert may be able to do, it'll have to depend on what Brandon draws. So if Brandon taps out for, I don't know, something this turn, and then, or even taps like 1 or 2 mana, and then Robert gets him with the Liliana ultimate plus the Kolagon's command, he might be able to put Brandon in a spot that he can't sack Burning Shrine of Burning Rage. It seems unlikely, but it's not impossible. You know, if Brandon like doesn't respond to the Lily ult.
If he doesn't float mana.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think that's maybe the way you scumbag the new player. I mean, it's not scumbag, but it's kind of a.
Although I think he just has it here. He just drew a bolt.
Yeah, that's game. Let's hope he plays it out right.
Oh no, maybe it wasn't bolt. Okay, we're gonna do this first, whatever, and then bolt him. Robert's gonna bolt himself in response.
Seems good.
Taking the easy way out.
We saw Shrine of Burning Rage really come up big in games 1 and 3.
Powerful.
There.
Yeah.
I've seen people been playing it online. It always is.
Right.
It's always been an
well,
option.
Well, granted, we also saw the drawback of it though when
in game 2.
Sure. I mean, he was losing that game regardless. But like, if he needed 3 more damage and he drew that instead of a burn spell, right? That would have been pretty unfortunate. But yeah, Brandon takes that game 2-1 against what I think is a pretty favorable matchup. I mean, it's possible Brandon just runs away with the board presence of Rabble Master or Pack Rat, but with the amount of removal spells Brandon has, it doesn't seem.
Yeah, this seems good, especially in Brandon's build where he's got all these auxiliary extra burn spells that actually go to creatures.
Yeah.
He's not wasting time with at least we don't think he has like a Boros Charm, because whereas Boros Charm is a great card, 2 mana, 4 damage. It's also sometimes terrible when you're getting beat to death by a Pack Rat.
Right. Sure. Definitely.
Many Pack Rats. So. Anyway, interesting match, folks.
Yeah, so
we got about 20 minutes.
I'm not sure if we'll find another game because they'll probably be finishing up game 3. So that'll probably do it for round 1. Before we go, though, quick reminder. So if you want to subscribe to us this month, you enter to win an Ixalan bundle, so one of the new fat packs of Ixalan, which has actually proven to be a pretty valuable set, a pretty fun set.
Yeah, a lot of cool cards. Mario spec'd on some hostage takers.
Yes, I did. I got a play set of hostage takers for like $3 a piece, and then they sold them for 12 a piece, 400% increase.
Yeah,
it was great.
Easy money. Yeah, to me, hostage takers a neat card. It reminds me a lot of Ulamog's Nullifier, but it's designed in a way that
is
for
good.
one, deserves a rare slot for one,
yeah,
and that also can be played competitively without getting terribly, blown out and being miserable about it.
Right. So so if you subscribe to the channel this month, you get a free entry to win an Ixalan Fat Pack that will be sent to you. So do that if you want to support the stream, keep our content improving, and help us out. But on that note, we will be back for round 2 in a bit. Don't go anywhere. Thanks.